Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I have the 3 new tins that were just released today because it's Friday, but you'll see this Saturday morning. It is the Kyogre EX10, the Dialga EX10, and then the Xerneas EX10. So these are the 3 things that we're going to open today. I'm going to end with the Dialga because I actually like this card better. I feel like the Xerneas card looks like a lot of the other Xerneas EX cards, and so definitely the Kyogre does too. But they are new promos, so of course, I had to get them. So I'm going to slide them over here. And my Kyogre is already like, slit right there. But yeah, today, you guys, I hope that you guys were able to get out and look for some prismatic evolutions. I did do that today since I was off because of the snow. This was the first time I've ever done that. In the past, I've always just was like, I can't go, so, or it's not at this one GameStop, so I'm not going to go to all the others, and I would just stop there. And today I actually went out with the intent to go to multiple GameStops and Walmarts to see if they had anything. So I will get into that as we continue. But here's our Kyogre. I figured there were certain sparks in here because this is like the first thing that they've released since like the, what was it called? The Terrapagos and Friends 10, or the Horizons box, and the Ursaluna box, in the Pikachu lunchbox. So I was like, there has to be certain sparks in here. If there's not, that's a problem. So we do have certain sparks, Stellar Crown, okay. A Temporal Forces, and an Obsidian Flames, okay. So I can get with that because why not? I feel like that's pretty good, especially when you can't find product right now. So yeah, so that's what's going to be in these 3 tins, and we have 5, 10, 15 packs to open. So we got some stuff that we can get into. So first of all, I'm going to say I hope that you guys are staying warm. I have been freezing for the past hour and a half until now. I literally just got out the shower and now I'm like burning up. So, but it is still snow on the ground here in Tennessee, which is why we have not worked. So I have not actually gone to work since Tuesday. So literally we were off that 3-day weekend, went back to work Tuesday, and then it snowed like 5 o'clock Tuesday. So we were out Wednesday. It snowed some more on Wednesday. So we were out Thursday and today. So yeah. But I do have to get back to it tomorrow because I have to intern tomorrow. So yay. But yeah, so it's been a relaxing 3 days, but today, when I tell y'all, I literally left my house to go on this search for cards at 8:45 and did not return till 2:30. Y'all, okay, I can't say everywhere, but I did go in my surrounding area and to, I guess you could say, the next 2 towns over, technically, because the next town over is pretty small, and then there's a bigger town, but also a small town next to it. So I did go there and go to the GameStops and the Walmarts. Reverse Hollow Finizen, Reverse Hollow Gumshoes. Ooh, and a Greedent EX, okay. So first hit, in the first pack. So I did do that, and I did end up finding or getting, minus my my own, why is it clicking like that? Okay, hold on, wait, because that's not good, because my phone was literally like popping out of the stand, which is why I said I need to get a new one. Okay, I ain't gonna touch you. I was like, what in the world? Okay, so yeah, I ended up with 6 of the 2 packs that came out today. It was the 2-pack of Prismatic Evolutions with an Eevee promo. So I ended up with 6 of those. And that was it. So I had mine, my two, I got two from Walmart, which is a whole nother story. And I got the others, like I went to one GameStop, and almost every GameStop that I went to had only one. So that was a whole nother thing. They either only had one, or they were only giving away one to one per customer because they only had a few. So the first GameStop I went to, they were giving out two per customer, and per family. So, but by the time they got to the woman in front of me, they were out. And the young man in front of her only got one. So, a reverse hollow Nuzleaf, reverse hollow Haunter, holographic Dudunsparce. Okay. So, that was, you know, its own thing. Oh my gosh. Get it together, Nisha. Okay, still a crown here. So that was the second place I went to. I actually started at, no, that was the third. I started at Walmart. They had nothing. I went to Target. They had nothing, which I meant to circle back to and didn't. I was ready to come home. That life is not for me. So I went to the GameStop. That was also a bust. Then I turned around and I started driving to the next town over, or 2 towns over, and then I turned back because I was like, oh, this one opens right now, so I might as well go to that one. And I got lucky and got one, and then left there, went to the next town over from there and got lucky and got their last one, and then went to Walmart. So this is where it gets crazy, okay? Hope y'all like story times. I don't really do these, but this is a good one. Okay, reverse hollow Alcremie, reverse hollow Togedemaru, holographic Rhyperior. Okay, so now we're to our 2 Surge and Sparks packs here. Hopefully there's something in these. So get to Walmart, actually caught the guy stocking the shelves, and I've never done that before. I'm gonna actually do this because that's gonna make it messy. Never have caught them doing that before, so that was a first for me. And the gentleman that came in after me, he actually followed me from the GameStop to Walmart, and I told him to do that, so don't think it's weird or creepy. But I was like, hey, I know that I just got the last one that they had, but I'm going to Walmart. Normally I go to GameStops and Walmarts and see what they have, and hopefully they have something. So we just so happened to catch them while they were stocking, and we stood there for, I would say, probably 20 minutes waiting. Ooh, that's a nice Cerulege and a Dialga hollow. So we were waiting on that, and there was a lady that was there before me. There's a guy and a girl, and the guy was there for, I think, sports cards, and the lady was there for Pokemon cards. The guy just so happened to know her or recognize her, but knows her boyfriend, I guess, and was like, I don't know what y'all are here for. If you're here for Pokemon, which I was, and we had talked about it because I asked him, was he there for Pokemon? He was like, no, but she is. And I was like, oh, okay. And I wasn't really too worried about it because it was only 2 of us, and I didn't know exactly what they were stocking. But as I seen some things in the cart, I was like, oh, there's like a good bit of Pokemon in there, but I didn't know exactly what it was or how much of it there was. Ooh, okay, a Palisand EX. Okay. So we at least got 2 hits out of 5 packs. That's good. So I'm not really good at story times. I can see that now. But getting to it. So once he did take the pictures, because he had to stock, then take the pictures, and then we could start touching things. Me and the guy that had came from GameStop, we walked down there to her after we heard the story about her and her boyfriend, which I'll get into also. At least what I was told, okay? What I was told. But she was taking everything, okay? And the story that we were told was that her boyfriend is like really big on Instagram, and he buys products, and I guess he gives them to his followers. So he's like, oh, there's not product around, so I'm going to do this for you guys, is how he explained it. And I was like, okay, I mean, I can get behind it, But at the same time, if you're the person that's buying all of it, that doesn't leave any for someone who doesn't know you, like me. I don't know who that is. I don't know you, so I'm also not like benefiting from whatever you're doing. Like, it sounds great, but what about the other billion people who don't know who you are? And that's what you're doing. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I commend it, but at the same time, what about other people that are actually going to the stores to actually find it? Not people that know you and know that you're going to give it out. Sorry if that was loud. Ooh, so same packs here. And, you know, so I was like, okay, cool. And she was there starting at 8 o'clock. I think that's what she said, 8 o'clock. She had been there since 8 waiting. And I was like, oh my gosh, there is no way. So then after he put out everything, so he had a, what do you call it? A case of Prismatic Evolutions. He had 2 cases of Paldean Fates 10s. And then had like, I don't even know how many sleeves of Surging Sparks. And then what else did they have? There was, I think, 4 ETBs of Shrouded Fable and 2 Shrouded Fable booster bundles. So when we could touch things, myself and the gentleman that was there with me, we went over and she was like, are you guys here for Pokemon cards too? And we were like, yeah, we just came from the GameStop, you know, whatever. And she was like, well, I will give you 2 each. So she gave us 2 of those. And then she was like, I'm gonna take the rest. And she did. And then she said she wanted a whole case of Paldean Fates 10s. So she took a whole case. And then we picked whatever else we were gonna get. So I got 4 10s of Paldean Fates, because y'all know I'm gonna tell you. So let me get through this pack. Okay, there's nothing in it. So now Temporal Forces. So we picked out whatever we were gonna get, and then she took whatever we didn't. So I got 4 10s. I don't know exactly what all he got. He like got whatever and dipped and was like gone. And I was like, oh, okay. So I got 2 packs of Prismatic, or 2 of the product. I got 4 Paldean Fates 10s, and then she took whatever else was left out of there. So I think there was 4 10s left out of there, and she took the rest of those. And then she took all of the Surging Sparks. I did get some of those. I did take some of those single boosters too. She was like, get whatever you're going to get out of here, and I want to take the rest. And I was like, okay. And that's exactly what happened. So I did find some product, and I was able to get my hands on some things. But I did take, you know, like what I felt comfortable with taking for myself, knowing that I wasn't going to be able to find anything anywhere else. And I couldn't. And I knew I wasn't, because I had already went to Walmart's that had either not been stocked yet or were stocked, and everything was gone. And that's exactly what happened when I went to the next Walmart. It had been stocked and everything was gone. So that, I've never seen that happen before. But like I said, I understand the logic behind it. I get it. But also at the same time, like, we had to basically like grab things then, even if we only went for Prismatic, but if we wanted to come back for something else, there would have been nothing there. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I am going to post what I did get on my Instagram, so if you guys want to follow me over there. Yes, the story time is over. I know, Nisha, stop talking. But over on my Instagram at life_of_Nisha, I am going to post the things that I got today, so that you guys can see. And yeah, that's just like, I guess you can say I kind of restocked some things, but I really didn't, because there's nothing anywhere. Like, there's almost nothing. there, or out there, not nothing around me anyway. Oh my gosh, stop. I'm so scared that my phone is gonna like pop out of this thing. Focus. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so I was about to say, where am I looking? Okay. But yeah, so jeez, I don't know, but you guys tell me what you guys think. Do you think, like, if you would have went, would you have only gotten the 2 packs of prismatic evolutions, or would you have gotten more? What do you think? How would you have taken on that experience? That's what I want to know. There we go. Let's do that. Let's hear that. Reverse Holo Cilio, Reverse Holo Terra Orb, and a Cyclozar EX. Okay. And then, of course, these tins also, let me speak on that. These are everywhere. These were at Walmart. These were at every GameStop, and nobody was touching them. Okay. But I had already had them put to the side. So they were just available, and every GameStop I went to, they were like, these came out today too. I can't tell you what's in them, but they did come out today, but nobody's touching them. And I was like, yeah, because everybody's searching for a prismatic. I was like, the only reason why I'm not buying any is because I know that I have some already. Like, and when I say some, I mean just the 3 that I'm opening right now. But I keep confusing myself on what I'm looking at, because there is oh my gosh, Stellar Crown right here, and then Surgeon Sparks, and they both start with an S, and I'm like, but those aren't the same letters. I'm confusing myself. But yeah, so I don't know. I had these, so I wasn't gonna buy more, but not today anyway, but probably I will, knowing that there's Surging Sparks in here. And Obsidian Flames, because I'm still missing a Charizard out of there. So, Reverse Holo Zarude. I think there's something. Oh, shut up. I almost just cursed y'all. And I never curse on my channel, and I almost let it slip. Oh my gosh. And I also don't curse a lot, so let me put that out there. Okay, so we have a gold Jet Energy. Oh my goodness. And a Togekiss. Okay. Oh my gosh, I almost lost myself for a second. That would have been so bad. Y'all would have been like, oh, Nisha, because y'all know I don't know how to edit. Y'all know I don't know. I would have had to really cut that part out. So, why? Come on. Okay. So, we're not doing too bad. We're getting 2 hits out of every 10. So, 2 hits out of 5 packs for every 10. That is what we've been getting. So, here is the last 10, and I'm going to have to refocus it. There we go. It's a Dialga. Like I said, I do like this one because I feel like Dialga always has like a different card every time they make one. But Xerneas seems to always have like the same card, and so does Kyogre. To me. Now, if you guys feel differently, let me know in the comment section down below. But that is exactly how I feel about these cards. And I'm trying to figure out why all my packs, like, they be like over here sitting like that. That's not cool. Because what if there's something good in there and then y'all ruined it? But you know, hey. All right, so there is the code. Come on now. Okay, there we go. And then we have our promo 180. So this is 178, 179, and 180 in Scarlet and Violet. So that's good. Y'all, I really don't know what to tell you guys about any other products that are coming, because I did see new products that are coming out, and I have asked plenty of people. Like, I have asked about like GameStop, for example. Oh my gosh, focus. I've asked like GameStop employees to check to see if certain things were out for pre-order. If I see it on the app, y'all know I'm looking, and I'm going to tell you. Well, it doesn't seem like, and I've said this in my last video, GameStop is not updating their app. Whatever they have in store, they're keeping it in store. And that's not helping people like me and other people that are like at school or at work that are also trying to get hands-on products, and we can't because they're not doing their part by updating their websites when they do have stuff. So that sucks for us. And there actually is like at least 3 that I can think of right now, 4 off the top of my head that I can think of, that you can see on different websites like Best Buy and GameStop. Not even Target yet, but they're saying coming soon or pre-orders already sold out. And I'm like, when was there a pre-order? Because I'm checking every day. So, and not just for me, because like you guys know, when I find things, I will post it in a community post and let you guys know, but nothing has said anything. So then when I seen there is a Lily's premium tournament collection, the milk cartons that I open, and there's one of those coming out in April, not even out for pre-order. Cleveland went and checked. I sent it to him and I was like, hey, look at this. And it just popped up, and he went to check one of the GameStops and they were like, nope, not for pre-order. And we were like, bro, what? So I feel like if they don't fix things now, you guys, we are just like in a whole nother COVID situation to where we are out here having to fight for our lives for Pokemon cards. Which sucks. It really does, because I learned in COVID to pre-order stuff. And now I can't do that. So I'm just like, I have to find product when I find it or when I have the time, because I'm at work. So everybody else is going to get it before I do. Which, does it suck for us? Yes. Like us here on this channel? Yes, it does. Please stop. Okay. But there's nothing I can do, you know, except tell you guys about it and let you guys go and find it and let me know if you found any or not. Like, that's literally all I can do. So I'm trying to do my part. I hope that you guys know that and understand that. And I would hate to put the channel on pause for any reason, but I feel like if that's what it's coming to, then that might just happen, you know? And I hate that, but there's nothing I can do if I can't find any product to open for you guys. Reverse Hollow Ekans, Reverse Hollow Lycanroc. Ooh, and a Wook Trio EX Terra. And I feel like I think I have this one, honestly. But yeah, so that, I have been thinking about that today. Actually lately, not even just today, but I think I've been thinking about it more today than anything, because I was out there in the trenches looking for stuff. And yeah, it's hard. So, and me and Cleveland were also talking about it. So it's just like, yeah. So I know that you guys will stick with me. I do know that, but I would hate for that to happen, you know? Like, I would hate to put the channel on pause because we're so close to reaching that goal. And I would hate to have to start over or change things up just to reach it out of my norm, because that's going to be so extra. And I don't want to do that. So I probably won't, to be honest with you. But yeah, you guys tell me what you guys are finding, what you guys felt about today. If you were able to get out there and search for things, let me know in the comment section and let me know how that went for you. As well as what you would have did in my situation. Also, I would love to hear it. So thank you guys. Reverse Hollow Rotom, Reverse Hollow Turtonator. Ooh, and a Hydrapple EX. I felt myself messing that up in my head. But yeah, so I know this video has been very chatty. I would say sometimes I do talk like this, but not in the extent of telling a story like that. And you know, so thank you guys for listening. We have our last 2 packs here. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for supporting the channel in all the ways that you guys do, by watching videos and commenting and liking and subscribing, obviously. Everything helps, and I love to see it. I love to see, like, my last video that I posted had like 37 likes on it or something like that, and I was like, ooh, that's a lot of likes for me. But I've been reaching 30 likes for like the past 2-3 videos, and that was like, dang, for me. And I'm just like, that's crazy. So like, I'm really enjoying this space here that I've created. for myself and for you guys. And I am glad that you guys are also enjoying this space as well. So hopefully we continue to grow together and we can continue to be here together as well. Love that 9 tails. Okay, Amulet of Hope. Nice. I don't know if I have that one. We have a Koridon reverse holo and a holographic Togekiss. Oh, there is a little piece. Okay, so this one we got 3 hits out of, so up in the score there, but you know, hey. And then we have our last pack. So hope you guys have or did go out and find things or have like pre-ordered things that you have to pick up. And you know, I know for some of us that are, well, not like me, but some people that are here on a channel that are in other countries like Canada and I think the Virgin Islands and, you know, the Philippines. I'm just thinking of places where I've either sent things or people have told me where they were. It's hard for you guys to find products, or you can find them but they're like super expensive, and I absolutely hate that for you guys. So I do hope that at some point someone somewhere will. That is a very angry Snorlax, and it is big. I think this is my first time pulling a Snorlax, and that's crazy. But I hope that you guys can find product, and you know, hopefully it's not like an arm and a leg for you guys to get, or hopefully there's a store somewhere that will have things for you guys that is of good value, so that you guys can also continue to enjoy the hobby as well. Reverse holo Magnemite, reverse holo Dusk Ball, and a holo Zarude. So that is it, but we ended up with 3, 5, 7 hits out of 15 packs, so not too bad. Almost half, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would say again, I love the Dialga EX, and I think my favorite is between this Hydropo EX right here or this Jet Energy. I do like this Amulet of Hope as well. Well, now that you can't see it, but let's see. Yeah, it's very pretty. So let me know what your favorite pull was. Let me know if you picked up these tins or plan to pick up these tins. I feel like we're going to be able to find them as of right now until people find out that there are certain sparks in them, and then that could be a whole other thing. But good luck to everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for all the rambling and the story time, but let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done and what you guys have done today on release day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.